Marketing is the key to sustained success. When you have great marketing, you have a flow of customers, which means sales increase, and a rising tide floats everybody's boat. In the following presentations, we'll see a $5 million a year internet startup and a collision repair business, both using effective marketing and having a dramatic effect on their sustained success and available cash.
Okay, we're here today with Steve Bavarich, is a well-known entrepreneur in Silicon Valley here, actually San Francisco, but that's by extension the same thing. And Steve has a really great startup that in, guess what, about 2.5 years has gone up to about $5 million in internet sales, and during the Great Recession. So Steve obviously understands how to market during a difficult period. And so we'd like to hear some of his ideas on that. Steve?
You know, what we found was when we first started, it was actually before the crash happened in, I think it was 2008 was when we first started, and it was right when the stock market was still relatively high and it was coming down, and we launched, a business selling some pretty high-end goods online, and and so we went through this, pretty a period where we were ramping pretty good sales, because at that time people didn't realize they were running out of money, running out of credit, and we had a pretty good boom in the beginning, and we rode it pretty quickly, and for the next year or so, when we started to see the decrease in demand,
Sure.
and product, and the next year, a lot of people had their credit card limits reduced, credit cards taken away, and we started to realize we had to adapt differently. And some of the things that we had to do, when we realized that the sales were less, a lot of the things that we were doing before were too costly to do.
Sure.
And in particular, marketing. There's different relative costs of the types of marketing that you're doing, and what we quickly had to adapt and realize what our break-even points were, and some of the higher-end marketing programs that were costly at the time, for instance, pay-per-click advertising, became just bad ways to use money and for us. And so we had to move towards adapting to straight organic marketing for our websites, which we found to cost less. And not only that, we learned how to do that internally in-house. So we started to move all of our marketing internally, where as most people pay outside companies to do this very specialized work, and it's very expensive. So we went through a process of adapting our marketing down from a couple different levels and improving costs, dividing costs by at least 5 or 6 times to manage the different level of the economy and to become profitable. At the same time, looking for other ways to make your business lean and mean, and getting smart with employees, having multiple tasks. We did some outsourcing, which was absolutely critical to reduce costs, and overall try to get back to that. We finally getting back to that place where we're profitable again after adjusting quite a number of things.
Stephen has dragged us kicking and screaming into the 21st century. Tell us a little bit about the website work you've been doing.
When I first arrived, our website was quite outdated. So first move was to try to make sure we can get that into something that someone would want to look at today. It was very important to make sure that once someone actually landed on that page, that they stayed on the page and go through everything and find out what we did and who we are. Because if we lost that page, lost a potential sale.
What about the chat?
I'm sorry.
What about the chat?
An example
Click
of
and
our
chat.
live chat is, if a customer has gotten into an accident, they can go onto our website, click on a little button, it will pop up a window and ask for a name, and they can type their questions directly into the chat window, and it pops up on my screen or Linda's screen, and we can sit and actively chat with them to answer their questions immediately. If you have that customer who's not sure what to do now, we can help to answer those questions right away.
Go to SF Mentor's business blog for more articles and insight into how you can create an effective marketing program for your small business. It is totally free.